Greetings, fellow Southern Cameroonians at home and abroad. You're all welcome to this platform, the People's Platform. I am Capo Daniel, the chairman of PRAP, the People's Right Advocacy Platform. Today, we are going to have a presentation to debunk the sale of false hope to the Southern Cameroonians by the Agovc. They have announced that they have a historic interview. What history have they made? One will see shortly as I'm going to present to you the video of Honorable Jim Morang, who is a retired American congressman from Virginia. I think the firm that he's involved in have been hired or been offered to help the Agovc. The Agovc wants to present it as a historic win for Ambazonia to sell false hope to our people while our people are suffering and dying, and all hope for us to salvage something out of this noble struggle is fading out of our hands due to their actions. While lobbying groups are very important, we cannot allow our people to be sold false hope, because the sole purpose for the Agovc to make this presentation is to deceive our people to continue to perpetuate what they are doing in Ground Zero, which is a carnage. The head of the Agovc, Ayabacho, is being charged with crimes against humanity due to crimes committed by the Agovc against our very own people that they claim they want to represent their best interest. This is a group that have been kicked out in many of our communities, have lost their base because of attacks against our own people. These people do not represent the best interests of our people. They represent what our people have rejected in Ground Zero. Nevertheless, I'm going to give you this presentation so that you understand very well what is happening. Then you can make up your mind. As you know, our job has always been to present to our people facts-based analysis, truth, so that they can be able to make progress in our journey collectively. That is a mantle we have picked up, and that is the mantle we are committed to uphold. So we'll start with this presentation, and I have some few words that some viewers may not like, but I believe that insult, we grow up, insult is very important for us. There are people who deserve to be insulted. Those ones I will insult. And I think insulting somebody is not bad, because who deserve to be insulted. Donald Trump does that all the time. There are some people
we
who
get
deserve
to our destination
to be insulted
faster.
So,
we have
to do some insult,
partnered with
because some of these people, they do
a strategic
deserve
firm
the insult
in order to advance strategic.
Let me displace my screen so that you can have a better view. This is a very important presentation. Why? Because our people on the ground are currently, for the past 2 years, primarily been suffering from action from our Ambazonian fighters. And anybody who comes there to encourage the Ambazonian struggle without addressing the pain our people are going through by the voices only embolden these boys, give them legitimacy, give them a blank check to which they use to abuse our people. So we cannot accept anybody promoting the idea of Ambazonia without addressing the pain our people are going through. Majority of our people do no longer support the fighting. This does not mean that they are not in the struggle for the Ambazonian or Southern Cameroon identity, but they are against the fighting because the fighters have become something that the people do not support. They have become what I describe as hoodlums. But first, let us go into this presentation. I've had few comments from our people who talk about that. Capo Daniel, is this thing true? What the Agovc are saying, is this thing true? So I'm going to give you the reality so that you can have your own opinion. So first of all, Julius Nye, that Ayabacho used to call woman rapper because he does nothing. He's an idiot with a nose that is big as my Mambangala. His nose looked the same like my Kana's nose man, a useless man who does nothing. He was being used by Ayabacho like somehow Putin used the former vice president to just put there when he wants to use another. He's a useless guy. He's not a competent person. He's a university lecturer, of course. Academia, you can be good, but when it comes to politics and revolution, you can be an idiot. So this is a no good guy. He came to Canada for the negotiation. Carson Anyangwe almost punched his nose. Ebenezer Kwanga almost beat the heck out of him. He's married to a francophone person, but he goes along to promote the drive francophones from Bamenda in the name of Truck Must Go that have led Ayabacho today in prison. It is a matter of time Julius Nee will be in prison. I guarantee you. Julius Nee, Lucas Asu, these are evil people. People that I have worked with and prop up, that knows my struggle and know my stand in the struggle. People who knew that I was ready to go to ground zero to fight. They came out and lie about me, basically trying to kill me. Because when you go out there, you lie that somebody is a traitor, somebody have eaten money from Cameroon, when that person have not. You are basically being a murderer. So these are murderers. They deserve what is coming their way, and it will come. It's just a matter of time. Ayabacho case will trigger a domino, and the first person that will be arrested is Julius Nee for real crimes that they have committed. I mean, crimes against humanity, premeditated, summary execution. They will face justice. Be sure for that. But first, let's focus on this presentation so that our people can be educated. They can have an opportunity to have real information. And I will talk more also for Pidgin, because I think say not only the vulnerable people, then way they not already be educated for ground zero, they be deceived by this atalaku. But make us start them from the beginning. I will present them on our beginning. Follow me as we go.
To our destination faster. We have partnered with a strategic firm in order to advance strategic diplomacy. And that firm is no other than Moran Global Services. I would like to introduce you to Moran Global Services, MGS, chairman or president, in the name of Congressman Mr. Jim Moran. Honorable Congressman, you're welcome to the platform.
So, make I explain for ground zero. Agovc, the Rango partner with, that means they ran sign some document with this group, they call them Moran. Sorry, I might check my note. So Moran something. Actually, now a lobby group will be formed for 2023. The group never get any success so far, but now lobby group, America get a lot of lobby them. So they ran sign with this group for semi help the Agovc for do diplomacy. What you need to know. Now say not just be important for hire a lawyer. You can hire whatever lawyer you want. But if you have a bad case, you have a bad case. If you have a good case, you have a good case. The merit and the possibility for you to succeed will determine by the facts for the case where the lawyer the one for help you. So this particular lobby group, they also work for Biafra group them, as soon as know the progress of Biafra so far. So but I will explain for now, more gonna understand one thing. This Agovc, who na the CM today, they can present this white man them saying that they go help them or help we and Bazunia forget independence. Because nothing that way they talk to the one and the one na independence or nothing. Independence or there. No blinking. When I know the truth. Agovc, that way Ayok Tabi, he become with Milan, then go secure this law firm for America, Foley Hook Law Firm. Shea Kavi, this Mumu them, this occultic Ayabacho member them, where they no love Ambazonia. Then they for this struggle now fight for their individual agenda. Their individual agenda in all things where they don't do it don't prove that they fight now for their individual agenda. When Ayok Tabi and Milan they be go sign with Foley Hook Law Firm. Wait where Ayabacho be talk. Shea Kavi and Nemumu they be talk. Now say wait. Say it be useless for follow diplomacy. Now only war will be user. Diplomacy be useless. This Foley Hawk law firm will be very credible, very professional law firm. We for feel help we for really get tangible solution for this struggle. Because when I see how articulate they be, how truthful they be, how organized they be. The first move for they be talking as may we do a fundraiser for put money together. Every Ambazonia, if they put even a 5 franc for that money, that participation itself, it will make a me the fish show saying that this way be backed by all of our population. It will be like a vote. A very brilliant idea. Wait till the Agovc talk. Hey, say the one carry people that name go give for La République, me La République prosecute them. They work now for La République, some Cameroon agent they work with Seseko, they work with them. Because their idea be na say they want me na only their group. Their idea for me their group must be na the leading one. It pass any other objective for them get them. So for them, they define now for their individual group and Ayabacho, not before Ambazonia, because they will always put Ambazonia for back for putting their group for front as they be doing with Seseko. So today they want to bring their own lobby group where they be talking, you know, if you succeed through a lobby group. Now they be talking. That time I know be even the work with Ayabacho. I be talk with, of course, like any other leader for trifles help, like an activist supposed to do. So now the one can bring a lobby group where they don't talk say lobby group no fit take way for independence. For sure, it no fit. Secondly, Sakoya and Chris Anu, the rappers brings on two white man them. Go now for press house, go rinse press house, make a press conference, put and say that lobby firm go sue Cameroon, it go grant we independence now almost 2 years since then do. They don't take we for outside. We not fit sell our people them false hope. We need to give them a plan where if it succeed, where any rational and reasonable person will look and see say it get chance for succeed. The only reason where Agovc they can't bring the people that we can show up on our TV now because their objective now for gather support, then be so toxic. Now lonely people them for their own life, they don't get no life for liver, not be human being them again. Their own job now for try for cajou people them for get followers. That is what drives them for bring people them under Ayabacho for promote that type of an image. They suffer for some syndrome where I never find name for game yet. But when they call it, we call and say the wicked black man syndrome, that the brother name if you call it, where people then do be wicked. Then if say me this struggle, they go on. All we done suffer under Cameroon. Cameroon that hurt all we. They never hurt some person pass or other person. Now I struggle this. All man for Southern Cameroon that suffer injustice. From Frundi to my papa, where we been a mayor for SDF. To our people the way they die for Legnios. One way they be killed for SDF. The first person way they shoot up for Commission Avenue, Chewy, now our adopted brother way the group for has come on for has them go kill up for road. So we all that suffer. But we know if we take that grievances, me surpass the interest of our people. So we only can the choke fire when we know say that we the die lashity. We need to be reasonable and face reality. Because our people they die on a day-to-day basis. This clowns them. If I get away for this, slap them. But trust me, they go meet justice very soon. So the first thing what I need to know, now say it not be possible for we to get independence through diplomacy or through military force right now. The only way we ever get a chance for secure independence, now the way we for prep would check them out and would succeed by getting a real firm, a real international partner where it be endorsed, a member of the United Nations, voted, ICOB voted inside the United Nations as an accredited partner with the United Nations, voted by Russia, America, all countries they don't vote ICO. So they work inside the place where we get that success. Now they be succeed for get ambassador they meet and talk for address America and their Congress people then. So if we attract this type of international partner, where they don't offer for help with free of charge, any man where he decides say he no go want for follow or for come together, maybe we'll reason together, that man then derange, it be subjected to insult. Because what people do they go through the pain. Now all that will fit do for them for insult this one, because I know be slap it now so. I be a gentleman, I know fit knock man first of all with my hand. Unless he don't cross online. So I will play the video and I will explain for you exactly what it happened. Because reasoning, common sense, no be some two ways of manufacturer, man no fit deceive you unless you choose to be deceived. But when they present the light for you, you will see the light because your soul inside you will tell you, say, wait to wait, Capo Daniel, talk I'm not true. I get that credibility for talk because I never ever can stand for deceive our people. Yes, I don't do propaganda. I've been at the master, chief propaganda way, Ambazonia, goddamn game for una. But my propaganda, now for fight for una, not before destroy una. Now for fight for give una something, not before take from una. Not before use una for be something. Or for use una for indulge my own social being or my own ego. No. Not at the face of death in ground zero. So I will play the video. Wait to where they try for sell them. Now because they think say what people they overdo. But I know this James. This James Gurang, a very noble congressman, and he speak very frankly. So this thing, they so now the guy for Bago, they call him Garcia, probably. Did you lead the man for me to use the power? Now retired congressman for America, where they feel use it for this type of ruling. But I'm not sure say the man stand can lie. Because wait way the man talk am actually be good for Ambazonia. Say wait, say they need to talk say he go fight now for independence. He come now for can't tell you na say wait he talk his objective after going through the clips. His main objective now for fight for our communal identity. When are the very roadmap way prap it use am. So he no go fight for independence. Agovc they the one use the now simply because they want to play at Talaku because they feel say what people they be so illiterate, so brainless way when they do show and say they stand corner white man, they would una do start becoming glad this the get hope say real independence go come where it no go come. So they want to sell una false hope for the pursue a pathway a bit destructive to our own community. And if I take my time for write only one letter for this this congressman, you know ever work with the people then. But I don't get that time because I get more important things for do. So maybe we'll go through the clip, maybe we'll hear which way the man actually can talk. Because the man actually can talk nas issue on which way around the talk and for a long time. And he no can stand say they want support any independence or die. When I even listen to the clip, most of which way the Agovc they talk and now for real now about the interests of the people, the interests of the people. Then they see talk about sovereignty again. Then they see talk about independence again. But which way they actually push them for ground? Now a failed policy way it no go work. So make I play the audio. I get a calling call. Ma just close the people for this call. I beg a day online. I'll talk for now later. No call me. You disturb me. I'll call now. Okay. So make I play the video. Make una hear and make I tell una the truth as I been a Mr. No Connie, so that una see shine light for this Atalaku, make una know exactly what did happen. And any rational man, any man will give brain, you go understand. If you want to be deceived, that means you say you don't make that choice for be deceived. Me go here.
Thank you very much, representing your interests and to help bring you to a place where the people you represent can have their own governance, have the ability to speak their own language, to be taught in their own language and culture, and hopefully deliver that result with a minimum of bloodshed. And
so practically, una dey hear. The objective for Agovc now for give a feel good feeling for those hardcore terrorists. I will call them not terrorists, not be just extremists for their group, because all of them are terrorists. Any man will if you accept me them, terrorize your own people then for a political objective. You are a terrorist and your day they come. Me wanna understand. So now think that way they want to do them because they are blind follower them. They just want to get anything for cling onto. But we know the fact. Wait way Congressman Joran the talks with it. They want to put them for place where Ambazonia figure governance, able to speak their own language, their cultural identity. That is his objective, not independence. And I will play a meguna here detailedly over 8 minutes on interrupt presentation of which way column be a main goal. Then forget about which way Mumu Lucas and that clown where they call it Garcias, they can't talk because people they will talk anything. But I think the most important thing now, Honorable Congressman Duran, I'm not sure say he don't get Ayabachoy fire or Agovc the fire because any man where you don't see what we then do. Just that video where they kill that guy for goes down. Your skin go cold. You know ever talk for the people them. And they can't stand them be bold for justify them. When man is die body don't sleep for ground, they be bold for walk on that blood of that innocent person. What a shame. Shameless idiot them. Say they don't fight for our people them. Murderers of our people. Oppressors of our people. So may we listen for the Quran, may we not hear.
And conflict. We all share values, I believe, and those values include peace, respect for human rights, and individual dignity and fair representation.
So when I hear the value where they talk, if he talks, I believe so when I share this value. But we all know say the Agovc they share none of those value. These are not people who stand for peace. They don't stand for peace in any shape or form. I mean, even a just peace, they don't stand for a just peace. They say only independence will die. That means if we get even a substitute, they don't want them. Then be clear. They are deranged people, trapped in their own logic and their own ideology. So what did he talk? The values. First, respect for human right and individual dignity. No way to where Agovc they do and where they move people them or people they beat them for road. They force their taxi ban on our taxi driver, them burn taxi driver their motor against their will, against the wish of all Southern Cameroonians. All man waiting for this struggle. He don't deny that thing for taxi be wrong. But then talk say they will continue. Block Bangui Road, burn people their palace, carry out summary execution. Say show that made them work burn people their house them. No man no fit stand with people like that. But me would listen very well for Congressman Goran, because the Agovc their objective no be self say then fee say una go even hear what they talk. For them they know so una be na anzam and zamzam they una be na mumu them. We una go do see with them corner white man, they una go dey glad and then una go dey now follow them for do their crime the way they do for ground zero. So me una listen.
Now, someone who I'm very proud and happy to work with is the gentleman that has introduced me to Ambazonia and its issues. And that's Mr. Elias Garsulis.
So the party talk say, now this Garsulis guy, Elias, now he introduced the part about Ambazonia struggle. But we know say this guy na a clown. Now the kind of white guy the way, useless white guy the way they live for America where they hustle. So he go talk whatever he can talk. But we know say the main person, now this congressman, so now listen for which way they talk. I sure say the man don't know where to go on. If only these Kunyam titles in La Republic, then they meet all the man one day. He no go ever talk for Ayaba children. If I fight against Ayaba children, how did they fight against me? Rather than nonsense later them. This man no go ever talk about them. But that one I no first get time for do one. And will know say my objective now will fight for the freedom for our people then. Will fight for the interest of our people. But it be important. Why? For me, for do this one now, for debunk these their fake things the way they try to do them. Why? Because our people they now they suffer for the house for the boys and primarily. And we need to stop them. And anything where they give the boy them a blank check, make them feel say them be emboldened, say something they go on, the people the way they stand for that type of atrocity where they do them, they stand up front, we need for debunk and for show them the truth. So that we save a life somewhere. So we're gonna hear.
Elias is well known in Washington. He's well connected, particularly with people in the State Department and on Capitol Hill. And Elias is my partner. And at this point, I would like to turn it over and introduce you to Mr. Garsulis. But I appreciate your recognition and the opportunity to address you and those folks that are on this call. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congressman Moran, thank you.
So
I can provide.
I will cut those other part them for that rubbish, then will not make sense. I'm not gonna hear for the congressman he said because I be the real person for that organization. I'm gonna hear for yourself. He never talk anything say we get independence. He never talk say he did for dinner for help Agovc for get independence. On the contrary, he did the preach na thing we prab the talk him. He did the preach na the agenda for the peace plan paper. So if the Agovc them being a rational people them on a picture them, they go pack their back and support PRAP, their peace plan paper. They go join the APG we would make when I grew with all man come under. If man we no one be under PRAP. But no, we no say no people then be reasonable. Or they feel try to do their own on their own because no all man no must can join one initiative. So long as we fight for one thing, follow one principle, we keep our people their right up. All man for feel do the right thing. But we know say that they look na capital for come out bikini do their wrong things them. But make a play them, make una see them.
So broader context as well. I happen to be Irish, and the Irish were taken advantage of by the British Kingdom We finally were able to achieve more autonomy, independence, of course, from England. And I'm very proud of the direction in which the Irish have gone.
So the congressman did really give a very important lecture for Ambazonia. Say come up for Irish. And the wonderful thing this with America, a free country, where they know the mind whether you talk to you being an Irish, even though you've been an American citizen. But if you be proud for your background. So no need for the fear. The Cameroon government and the Francophones, there's no need for the fear about us Anglophone asserting our identity. This is an Irish person, origin from Ireland, who is a congressperson in America, a retired congressman, explaining to our people that he is from Ireland. Ireland have achieved independence, and you have Northern Ireland, which is a perfect example that we have used their struggle as an initiative to launch the peace plan paper. We know say Ireland, Northern Ireland get autonomy, they get their flag, they get their own parliament, they control their own government. It gave like a perfect example. It's even called autonomy as equivalent to independence. I will rewind am sumo me gonna hear and me gonna pay attention for which way they talk. Gonna listen.
Independence, of course, from England, and I'm very proud of the direction in which the Irish have gone. But
hold on, let me rewind it.
Congressman Moran, thank you.
So pay attention. Let's
I
go.
can provide a little broader context as well. I happen to be Irish, and the Irish were taken advantage of by the British Kingdom. We finally were able to achieve more autonomy, independence, of course.
More autonomy and independence. So autonomy and independence is synonymous. Nevertheless, let us proceed.
From England, and I'm very proud of the direction in which the Irish have gone. But throughout, the Irish have been able to relate to colonial oppression, even though it's been in the northern part of the planet. No continent has suffered more from colonialism than the African continent. And as a result, there is no continent where there is a greater disparity between the human and natural resources of a continent and the actual fulfillment benefiting the people who live there. The African continent has been exploited, has been abused, suppressed, and yet its population has grown. Most of its natural resources are still in place. And so the 21st century should be the century where the African people acquire their not only independence, but fulfill a greater deal of their potential, because their potential is enormous. Their intellect, their work ethic, and their value as individuals.
So I will do talk small for pigeon ceremony or people that follow for ground. It give example, say for Northern Ireland, they don't suffer also from oppression from the Kingdom of Britain. And also the Irish people then, they don't be separated with Ireland, the one there for Northern Ireland with the fight under Champagne, and they don't get war to it for get independence for England. But the party talk say we for Africa will don't suffer more under oppression, and will need for this 21st century way things that don't be advanced for we make progress for gain independence as well. But this one it talk I'm gonna know it talk synonymous between independence and autonomy. So I want me gonna already hear exactly the main objective. And when I the thing where it talk say it be good for Ambazonia, when I tell you it talk say if he help for we for achiever, me gonna hear very closely. Gonna listen.
Is what needs to now be developed. And that needs to be kept within the continent, among the people, among the local communities.
So it talk mainly about resources then to be shared. We need to find a formula where the resources the way they for Africa, if it be shared with the people then where they actually did it, no be some few elites them as it did for most African countries then. But specifically for our case for Southern Cameroon, we wanna hear which way it talk.
Sent north to Europe or wherever. Cameroon can be an example of this kind of independence and fulfillment of opportunity.
So when I hear it here, they talk, Cameroon can be an example. When I wait to we the talk for PrAP, make we not just be trapped in our ideology for a specific solution or then propose some inside anger, say not only independent. This Cameroon at the Siam, if it become a paradise, the Cameroon at the Siam will it then become a French dominated country, if it become what way it be meant for be. A country where it belong for the two people the way they come together for former. It be equally Southern Cameroon, and French Cameroon or La République du Cameroon. So the party talk exactly what you are talking. Say Cameroon can actually be an example of what real autonomy for us that preserve our communal identity should be. So now listen for the power very well. Party talk now the preach now PrAP. For clowns and way, they don't block their ear, then will cut in for partisanship. And bazam them. They don't even hear which way it happen. Because then therefore they have to look for excuse for boast their ego. Not only my group. For them when they don't see the white man now they will go begin to follow that stupid ideology for Ayabacho for became born people that taxi then they keep people there for nothing. But me gonna hear which way the party talk I hope say this party talk then said then get capacity for here. Because for the Agovc, which way they want for do now and say they don't want for show na the power, say them be capable for stand corner white man. See where they be the make mockery of before. Then they will continue for begin do their nonsense. If the people bring the past so can talk say, okay, we run here to a parent talk. Now, maybe we look how if we do implement with the parent talk because it's a parent talk and that's what we do. If you convince America, me then support this type of agenda. But you know if you ever support convince America, say me then go in for independence right now when we done lost the moral high ground. So now here with the power talk I rather why I'm small again. When I hear in case we not be done here fine. Because even our intellect them, because they need to talk about country talk. When they hear English, sometimes they enter for here, come over here. So now here again, my job na say make me when I hear. My job na for bring the light so that darkness will run away. When I listen, which way the power talker.
Of independence and fulfillment of our not sent north to Europe or wherever.
There we go.
Cameroon can be an example of this kind of independence and fulfillment of opportunity. Right now, we have a division that only benefits the people who have directly benefited from the colonizers.
So now here we say party talk. Cameroon can be an example. Right now, we get a system where the benefit only those where they be benefit from the colonizers. Those regime where they be put in place by the France Afrique. That is the reality. So the Mumu Lucas them and the Agovc where they can play at Talaku for sell a false hope for independence or nothing else. They be preach for them on their face the reality that Cameroon can actually become an example of what we can actually achieve. But they don't go here because they don't block their ear with partisanship, with occultism for Ayabacho personality. But this is the truth being spoken that everybody in Ground Zero should hear. The part they need the camp can help them navigate independence. But the camp can't tell them say the possibility for we forget self-governance, it be possible. It be within the realms of possibility. But the door people them, the camp can use it, find part them, now can sell witty. For go turn for back the do na witty, the opposite of which way the part talk say it be achievable. So maybe we'll listen again and we'll move forward.
And fulfillment of opportunity. Right now, we have a division that only benefits the people who have directly benefited from the colonizers. This has to be rectified. I think it can be. Of course, I should say that in any conflict, the force that seizes the high ground invariably prevails.
So now here, in any conflict, the force the way they take the moral high ground shall prevail. Right now, we don't lost the moral high ground. When I see international expert them, their research on Ambazonia, it talks say was soldier them and the organization the way they currently represent Ambazonia do not represent the best interests of our people. That is submitted to the United Nations by independent researchers that are credible. Ayabacho, one of the main leaders them for our struggle, we then decide to become so radical than be arrested for crimes against our own people. Gobo Sako Ekomei abuses against our people. It then kill more Amazonian soldiers than La République du Cameroon. Cristiano then do the same. People the way then go say CDC for make a deal for enrich themselves, not be even for buy arms for the soldier, for enrich themselves. Do you think have won the moral high ground? You see what is happening on our street today with the excesses of kidnapping and for ransom and all these abuses against our people. Do you think we are standing on the moral high ground? So let's listen to what the bar has to say.
The force that seizes the high ground invariably prevails. And that isn't just militarily or geographically, it's also morally. And so I hope we can be a facilitator for the people of Ambazonia to get together, to unite, because in unity there is strength, but also to set an example.
So by the talk, we have to get our people to unite. Unfortunately, the groups that we have now cannot reunite because they have taken positions that are against the very nature of human right of our people. They have claimed to be presidents that have not and project themselves claiming so legitimacy to represent the movement, which nobody gave to them. They don't even have the power because by making those claims, they disenfranchise every Ambazonian citizen or Southern Cameroonian citizen the right of to organize themselves and to represent themselves in the way that they choose to. So people who contradict these values, people who contradict these principles are failure by themselves. They have already set themselves up for failure. And we should understand that. We have tested it for 80 years. We can't experiment on this thing again further than that, especially given the way the conduct and the derailment in Ground Zero. We just can't afford that anymore. So let's listen to Pam and we conclude.
Hope we can be a facilitator for the people of Ambazonia to get together, to unite, because in unity there is strength.
In unity there is strength. We are going to bring all Southern Cameroonians for an all Anglophone conference that is envisaged in our peace plan approach, and that has been accepted by all quarters where we have approached. We are currently engaged, even the federalist movement with Simon Monzo and all the rest. We are currently engaging every stakeholders so that we will make it possible so that our people can come together and seek for a new social contract with Cameroon, where we will secure our self-governance, our place in that country to exercise our right and create an environment for democracy, create an environment to enhance our development, social activities, our people can return and flourish and live their lives to their full capacity and pursue happiness. That is what we will envisage to bring our people come together. We cannot bring a bunch of people where everybody claims to have exclusive power, everybody claims to be president, everybody claims to be commander-in-chief when they are really not. It is impossible to unite Ambazonian groups. It's not because of their logic. They are all tied up in their logic. They are all partisan. It is my way or no way. Ayabacho have said everybody is a traitor except himself. The guys who follow Siseko will say that to Ayabacho and everybody except themselves. Chris Anu, Sako, Marianta, everybody will say the same thing except themselves. We cannot function like that. Let's listen to the part.
Also to set an example for the rest of the Cameroonian people that those living in Ambazonia are good people, want to do right, don't want to hurt people, abuse them, let alone be cruel to them.
To hear what Pa is saying, that the people of Ambazonia are good people, we have to prove those things. Can you say that about the Agovc? That they are not oppressors, they are not cruel people, they don't kill our own people, they don't summarily execute our people, they don't burn our villages, they are not excessive in their activities. Can you say that about the Agovc? We all know the answer to that. So let's conclude what Pa is saying and we round up.
Don't want to hurt people, abuse them, let alone be cruel to them, but they have a right to exist. They have a right to their own individual and communal identity. So that is our objective, and we want to work with you in achieving that objective, because I think if you can set an example for other people throughout the continent it will have implications that go far beyond Ambazonia, that will spread throughout the continent of Africa, and it's about time. And so we would like to play even some small role in achieving that objective.
Thank you so much.
So the path further conclude. See the objective, I'll quote the path. Our objective is to secure the communal identity of the people. But of course, I not record everything because of lack of time. For the meantime, while these things are ongoing, the Cameroon government did try to get Donald Trump administration make the arrest all Ambazonian or Southern Cameroon activism for inside America following Trump's own policy. Then I will share with some later where my insider them for inside the State Department they don't provide them for me. The one who knows Salai law firm na person where they take advantage now the dogs of war the way they don't emerge, where they want to trick the regime for get money, but their actions backed by the sovereign state of Cameroon can have damaging consequences to our people. When I look at this list of the people where they make and the case where they make them, thing where they know if it succeed last time, they fit actually succeed now. Because real crime they be committed by Ambazonian fighter for ground zero, where if it target and implicate the people the way they stand up for those, support those soldiers them without denouncing those their activities or condemning their activities, but encourage their activities indirectly. So these are later where they send up for Donald Trump. They need to make na atalaku, leha ali ayabacho they make atalaku. Abilante on say ayabacho go end up carry all Ambazonia go to for prison. And that's it will happen. All people the way they don't stand on the blood of that man for Gozang, they shit on quiet. All people where they see the day-to-day kidnapping them for ground zero, they shit on quiet. They talk saying independence or death. Where they ignore the suffering of our people, they will line up them also for prison eventually. So now they list this way they don't say them a very strong case made against activism where they don't stand genuine activism. I just feel they don't fail themselves and betray our people then by not standing up, but being so partisan, failing to even stand up for people who are genuine because they are so envious in their heart. That crap mentality, that wickedness. Look at the name. These are the names they are pushing for the American government to screen again some of them. And I worry especially for Tapang Ivor, because Tapang Ivor came to America as a under student visa. His visa has expired. He has applied for asylum. Of course, he got married. Because of that contradiction between the asylum case and his application, from what I know, he was issued a work permit based on his marriage. Cases like that have a potential to be reviewed, and a bunch of Ambazonians end up in Cameroon. People who have stand for this struggle, look at the name: Blaise Che, Victorine Nyangi, Irene Gwa, Eyambe Elango, Richard Tangu, Helen Akonji, Retus Nde, Patience Abidu. The list goes on and on. My player me gonna see. So we know say Nsala in a clown. But this type of thing at this moment, with what is happening in Ground Zero, Sebastien Bariku, Fon, Ford, smarter you go find yourself in village the siege savait. And it go be now because we our own conscience don't fail. We don't fail for be objective. We don't begin underlook people that let me simply because I don't promote pigeon for this struggle. When I feel so, when I go stand follow group them blindly, even when they slaughter our own people there. So when I see this effort, Akwanga Ebenezer day for day, Jomba Okuru, Vis Kometa, when I feel say this thing a joke, when I go to see how I go to play. When I see the list, neither they go Jude Nde, Bo Herbert, Lambert Mbom, Jude Ozenge. See, these are the people, Sako Ekome, people where they be formed that group. Sako Ekome, Tabenyang Achu, Peter Aku, John, Talia, Stanley Tabe, Kwanga, Cornelius. So Kwanga Cornelius, they are my cousin where they were prison with Seko, they see put they show and say this Nsala man na a clown. But this effort them backed by a state like Cameroon, with Donald Trump way. Now, man, when you see the video, the way they will come down, if they present see the real image we put down, backed up by the American, their own intelligence, can deport all these people. You know, Eric Tato is there, Christian Assong is there, J. Kawu is in Europe is there, So these are the things have been sent to me by serious people in America. The people who send me these things are serious people. So see, Grace is there. Benedict Kwa, Chris Anu, list of key separatists for violation of human rights. Now know that there are real human rights violations. See, look at the people there: Franklin Bella, Daniel Esu. You have Wabuga Ndong, that is Mama Wali. You get Christmas, Ebini. Where I know people blame them because see, Ebini, think about the opportunity they don't get and for be honest. But you, in your own arrogance, your own envy of me, Capo Daniel, you know, can't stand my be a leader because you just get that crap mentality. Now you go put on for the place on a day. Kizito, Elad Kizito is there. John Egewan is there. Martin Ayem is there. Wali Fondo is there. Wali is in Europe. Where did these people get this list? But you know, the ones who are living in America have a serious issue. Zama Isaac is there. Look at the name. Tabinyam Brado is there. Where? My friend Tabinyam Brado, Siseko Iman. So Shea Jones is there. These are the names. These are the names who have been put there. And they have real case to make this time around. Previously, we know say La Republique, their effort they be useless. Why will we be confident? Because we know so we do the right thing. We will take responsibility for ground zero. Make sure say the conduct of the boys and reflect international expectation. But today, we don't see people the way they don't come support kidnapping, order attack for UN, order excessive lockdown, order massive killing of our own people with the hopes that they will get international attention. Now the international attention now on navigator. For the meantime, we know we left our people, they made them perish. They gather them, put them for inside one case with Ayabacho. No, we know we leave them. The ramification for Ayabacho is conviction of a bit too broad. We know we wait till that time come. If you get sense, even for put contribution for those group then. Anyway, if you be bad, you will always do the bad thing. And you will end up paying the price eventually. But when I need to know something, any man will be good, it will be rational, it will be logical, it will be fair, and it will follow the right thing to do. Once again, contact me directly, support my motivation. For those who then get bad, but let me then die. Me their heart born. Support my motivation. If you have never done that, support my motivation. We'll continue to fight for our people. Push an agenda that is attainable. Think out of the box. The revolution shall not be televised. So don't expect mainstream media to support what we are doing here in this platform. But we are committed to human rights. We are committed to uphold the interests of our people. We are committed to put our people first, above partisan politics, above everything. We are principled people built on values that are righteous, that are good, that are loving. And we have proposed a solution and a formula for one country, two system, one country, two people that will preserve our people, uphold their dignity, protect them from the abuses that they currently suffer, and give them a chance to govern themselves and in a dignified manner. That is what we are going to do. That is what we are going to succeed. Support us, stand behind us. We are free people, honest people. We don't work for anybody. We will never be bribed. As the Ayabacho they used to say about Capo Daniel, I am unbribable. Nobody can control my thinking. I'm a free thinking person. That is how I was born. Go to all my classmates everywhere I've been. They will tell you that I have that record. We stood up to fight for this thing in the University of Chang. As young men without entering a class, we never even enter one class for inside university. We locked school for 1999. And they torture us. We are those who make Nkwen, Baghdad. We are the real children that our generation and our country was waiting for. And we must take advantage of this. God bless you all. Have a good day wherever you are. And the things that we have for our people pushing our agenda, we will stay focused on those things. We'll bring them to you subsequently. Ciao.